Hello, hello, welcome. This is going to be my completed pages for the month of July 2023. I do not have a ton of completed pages, so this will be a super quick video. Definitely not one of my longer ones, but July was a busy month. So to start with, I have a couple whips. Of course, I have more whips than finishes per usual for the summer months, but this is Coloring Heaven's Manga Fairy Special. So I just got this one and I decided to tackle this page. So if you watch the flip through, this is the page I had my eye on when I first got the book. Very excited with how it's turning out. I just didn't want to rush it and try to finish it. I drew the lines, most of the lines in the tree myself because they were just kind of plain trees like this. So I added a little detail and gave them a little life, but yeah. I'm excited with how this one's coming out so far. Still undecided whether I want to go sun or night. Kind of leaning toward night myself to make this moon reflections. But yeah, so that is my whip out of Manga Fairies. Okay, my next one is still a whip. So this one kind of got forgot about. I did the background and then I got a little burnout, so I took a break and then I totally spaced it out until like the last few days here. But I did get some more done. I got my moose in, I got my owl in, the background is done, and I just need to get my leaves in and things, a couple more animals. So it should be in the completed pages for August. But again, very happy with how it turned out. I love my black bear. I like the framed feeling around it. Very cute. So that one is Moonlight Mischief by R.J. Hampson. And those are both Prismacolors. I think that's all I did this month. I didn't have a whole lot of time to sit home and color, so therefore I didn't have a whole lot of time to dig out supplies. August is back to school though, so fingers crossed things will be slowing down after the first week of August when the fair leaves town. So this is Gnome Life Coloring Book Cafe. Some of you will recognize this book. I have tackled this book before. So this is the one I have. If you have the older copy, they are basically the same. There are a couple pages out of order, and the new book has a nameplate page and the little thumbnails in it, which the older book did not. So the new book feels a little thicker, although they are the same. And one second. So this is the page I tackled back in 2020, which was 3 years ago now, which is crazy to think. This was all alcohol marker because back then I didn't do pencils. And so this time around I am tackling it in pencils, if I can find the page again. I am going to leave them in the book this time. The only reason I took them out of my old book was because I got my book wet and ruined, which is why I'm attempting the book again. It did take me 3 years to convince myself that I wanted to retry this book, but it is one I want to retry. So yeah. Couple different color choices, and the pencils have a little more shading and things going on in the water, but I think I will keep this one as a reminder of where I started. So yeah, there's a fun one out of Gnome Life by Coloring Book Cafe. I will also be doing a color along out of this book, so if you have it, let me know and you are welcome to join in. Okay. Next one is Fantasy Nouveau, and this is by Herb Leonard, and this has been a long time whip. So I've had this probably close to a year, if not longer, and I finally decided to dig it back out and tackle it. So it looks a little rough at the moment, and I hated the sky. When I did this sky, I did it all blue with the yellow sun in the middle, and I hated it now. So I am going to go back and redo my sky. So I erased it out best I could, and I'm going to go back and kind of add sunlight here and then fade it out to blue. But I got my castles in, I got my giant done. He was just eyeshadow skinned, but I was brave enough to go in and do him with pencils now. I have a little bit on my wings of my dragon to finish, and then my castles. So I am very excited with this one, very happy how it's turning out. I'm glad I tackled it again. It will probably be my longest ever page to complete when I do complete it, but again, totally worth it. Herb Leonard's books are fairly thin, but I do adore the pages. I love pages that have a little bit of humor to them, so that's why I adored this page, because it made me laugh. But there's also somewhere in here like a dragon going to the dentist. This one. one I have my eye on. Very cute as well. So yeah, Herb Leonard, if you haven't checked him out, his books are still available on Amazon. He also has an Etsy shop. If you like that page, I can get the link to the Etsy shop for you. This is Astrology Coloring by Anna Jarian. I've seen a few people with this book, but it wasn't as popular. But for some reason, I love it, and I think that's because I'm an oddball. I seem to like the oddball things, and I tackled this page. Now, I know it's an astrology book, and this is for October, but it's been so hot and the heat wave and whatnot that this page was calling to me. So I pulled out my desert colors and I practiced my cactus. Got a nice scorpion going on here. We don't have these big red scorpions in Wyoming, but we have little like tan ones, and if you shine a black light on them, they glow in the dark. But I wasn't sure how to accomplish that on a page, so I stuck with like the red kind of deserty feel. So I am happy with how this page turned out. Got my little cheat code of colors there in case it became a whip. Yeah, happy with that. The cactuses were a little tricky, and I could almost go in and put a little more depth in them, but so that is my second page out of here. This is for April. This is Taurus the Bull. So yeah, happy. Again, oddball book. I haven't seen a lot of people color out of it, and not a lot of people like the scorpion page. I hadn't seen that one colored, but for some reason that was the one that spoke to me. Alright, now we are on to completed pages. So I only have 6 of these, I think. So again, very quick video. But this is Mythographic Color and Discover Deep Blue. So this is the newest Mythographic out so far. And there is 3-part video up on this page if you are interested in Prismacolors. And I forgot to add my washi tape, but I am going to washi tape border. I usually do all my Mythographics. For 1, they have a perfect border around them, and for 2, holds my perforation together, so if it becomes a well-loved book, my pages don't fall out, because I made that mistake in the Wild Winter one. I'm kind of sad. But yes, Prismacolors. So there is a video on the background, there is a video on the wood, and then everything else is kind of in the last part. Very happy with how it turned out. This white up here is just acrylic paint, so I kind of painted, and then if I wanted it thinner, I just went back with my pencil and thinned the lines up some. But my fish are the Sparkle Pops silver over pencil, so they're little rainbow fishies. That's what we have here is rainbow trout. I maybe should have done these fish up here a different color, but I'm still fairly happy with them. It kind of brings in the yellow of the rest of the page. I did add some white just to kind of bring in this white other places. Yeah, I am happy with how that one turned out. This is my favorite page out of the book, probably my favorite page I've seen in Mythographics so far. And I think I did well. I did it justice, so I'm happy with that. So there is Mythographic Deep Blue. So Mythographic of the Month Club. If you are interested, August, Mythographic of the Month Club will be Dream Garden. I haven't completely committed to a page yet. So if you are interested in following along or joining in, stuck between the lion and the water here, or these whales, as kind of like a goodbye to summer kind of, because we will be into September when we finish this. So lion or killer whales, whatever they are, work them. Okay, next is also a color along. I only did 2 color alongs this month. Again, this month was just super busy. We had carnivals and fairs and camping and 4th of July and just kind of everything in this month. So we did this one, Summer Scenes by Teresagoodridge, and we did the beach bar. So again, I tried to keep it kind of in sections, so if you're not interested in the whole color along, but you are interested in how I did the beach bar, it is part 2, or part 1 maybe. The background is part 2, and then everything else is kind of 3 and 4. Happy with it, how it turned out. It was a little tricky. I did struggle personally on this one with just color choices and whatnot, but especially the roof. But I did enjoy it. So yeah, So hopefully in August we will get another color along done by Teresa Goodridge. I may do one of her new ones, or one of her fall ones at least, toward the end of the month. I don't want to rush the people who are still enjoying summer just because I'm over it and ready to go to fall. I'm ready for spooky season. I'm ready for fall. This is Coloring Heaven Chibi Collection, and so Miss Jamie over at Jamie's Coloring Love had a hashtag Enchanted Year of Color, and her theme was pirates. So for that pirate theme, I decided to finally tackle this page, and I am so glad I did. He turned out so cute. So this is a pirate with a squirt gun in his belt, and I got a little chalk on there I forgot to fix, so ignore my green sun there. I will fix him. Again, acrylic clouds, Mungyo pastel background, Prismacolors. This is the gold paint pen that I have used a whole ton since I got them, so I'm sure you've seen them before. And this is the silver one on his little sword. I just like the shiny. Gives it a little more bling to it. The little treasure chest down here has some on it, as well as his little peg leg. But yes, my favorite part of this whole page was the rubber ducky boat, and he has a serious face on. He is ready. So the little shark's floating down here as well. So yes, this is Pirate Chibi. He is very cute. These are designs by Josh Lee, by the way. So yeah, very cute, very cute. I need to tackle more in this book. I do adore this book, which I think is why I have a few whips in it. There's the other one I did. They turn out really cute when they're done. So yes, Chibis by Josh Lee. Fantastic floral wreaths. If you've been watching this one, I am still working my way through it slowly. So this is my page for July. Of course, I did a red, white, and blue. I started this at the end of June in hopes to have it done by July 4th, but I did not. So looking back in the book, I will still know it was done for the 4th of July and all that good stuff, but didn't quite make it for the deadline. Yeah, happy with how that would turn out. Again, Prismacolor, washi tape. I did not put a background just because I felt like any kind of background I put on there was really going to dull down the brightness of my red and blue. So I feel like the white background kind of goes with the white on my washi tape and pulls everything together. The only downside of a white background is it gets dirty and it shows, but you'll have that. Still happy with it. So there is 3 wreaths down out of Fantastic Floral Wreaths. We'll leave that one out and see if we can get one done for the season. Last but not least is Fantasia, and this is by Nicholas, and I have no idea how to say his last name, so I'm just going to show it to you. Again, this was a forever whip. Probably a couple... Sorry about the squeaking. Anyways, long-term whip. For some reason, I love this book, but I have commitment issues finishing pages. So again, for Jamie's theme of Enchanted Year of Color, we have the pirate here. Now this pirate was distressed ink, and then he wasn't as dark as he is now. But because I started him so long ago, now that I came back to him and kind of changed the way I do things, I wasn't really happy with how he looked. So I went back and I fixed up my paper some, and fixed up his skin. His beard was awful, and I did what I could to fix it, but it's still a little wild. And yeah, I'm happy with how he turned out now. I thank Jamie and her prompt for pushing me to finally pull this whip out and get it done. I have wanted to do it, I just needed the push, so... I wish I would have did my little bird a little different when I originally did him the first time, because he was kind of hard to fix shading wise, but that's okay. Again, he's finished. So yeah, there is Fantasia. So that is all I have. Hopefully in August I will have some more books to share with you, and I will have mixed media pages to share with you. I am looking forward to a quieter month for sure, with being able to get back into my supplies and back to my desk and things. So questions, comments, requests, anything like that. If there's any flips you want to see, or any pages you are curious how I did something, please let me know. I can totally get that done and show you how, or a flip, or find you a link. I hope to see you in my August videos for a color along, or just to say hi. Thanks for watching.